was talking to a CIO, and I said to the CIO, if you could wish for anything that our AI would do for technology, what would you wish for? And he said, well, my issue is not the technology. My issue is the people. I've got several thousand COBOL programmers working for me, and their average age is close to 60. And they're going to walk out the door. I can teach someone COBOL in 60 days, but it takes me 2 years to teach them how to change our applications. The knowledge of the applications is much more complex. And that was the motivation behind MIA. Can't we create knowledge that stays in the AI, that has a human interface, that replaces that knowledge that can walk out the door? It always stays. MIA never walks on you.
I'm Mia, your virtual assistant for exploring this application. Our tool has analyzed the 24 modules and 3,538 lines of source code in the kid banking application.
Our tool analyzes and normalizes the code into a unique formal representation. This is groundbreaking. You can structure, evaluate, manipulate, query, and with all of that, ultimately, you can truly comprehend your system. Now, who does that for you today? This is your expert. The developer who has been here for years, who has seen it all, who has done it all, who might eventually retire one day. This is why we designed an AI agent called Mia. Mia is the expert you want to talk to.
Getting started with this new AI assistant, it's much easier to use something like natural language and interact with the agent the way you're used to interacting with human colleagues.
Filter for output concept balance.
I found 14 computations in response to your filter.
Filter for output balance less than 0.
I found 1 computation in response to your filter.
Mia has helped me very quickly move down and isolate just to one path and also a subset of the code.
People really understand software not in a language, but actually conceptually. And one of the things that we did was take the reasoning about software out of the programming language level. This is a huge innovation. And put it on a conceptual level.
I look through this and I synthesize it into more of a conceptual model. What are the lines of code that really have something to do with the problem I'm looking for? And then what is the effect of those lines of code? And Mia does that too.
With the level of conceptual abstraction reached with Mia, the horizon of potential application goes way beyond what developer tools can do today. Mia is not just another tool. Mia has a conceptual understanding, just as an expert does.
One thing that an expert brings when looking at a particular bug or trying to understand a particular part of code is they understand the domain of the system.
When we say that an expert understands the domain, what we're saying is that he knows what it is for, what it is made for. He understands what's the purpose of it. He understands why this wire is connected to this wire.
One of the tricks for a new engineer is that they have to piece together an overall view of the domain or a particular concept by looking at little segments and fragments of code. In this case, the intelligent agent can do that piecing together.
We came from walking through code to seeing the system at a conceptual level, and that is a great lead-in to future innovations.
We intend the MIA technology to be ubiquitous in the software industry. Every language, every type of application, no specialized domain.
When I show Mia to people out in the industry, what's really exciting is that they see how Mia can understand all the details associated with the application and then can conceptualize that information and convey it to humans so that humans can use it in an assistive manner to develop software much more efficiently.
If you look at financial services and healthcare and navigation in your car, the idea that AI can actually improve productivity 100 times is actually every day. You just haven't seen it yet in software.
People get really engaged when they see Mia, and they realize that it applies to all aspects of software development. And when I'm showing to them, they say, hey, can Mia help me do X?
After the Mia demo was developed and we showed it to people, another CIO said, wow, I never thought I'd see this in my lifetime.